Hello kids, hope you all are doing well and completing your working time. Completing is important, along with that learning is also very important, right? So please do the learning process also along with writing, okay? That will help you a lot. So let us begin. In the previous video we have seen the components of a circuit and Ohm's law, right? This is the statement, you must have learned it, okay? The formula and the SI units also, along with the symbols, right? I told you people to draw the symbols also of the circuit, which will help you a lot, okay, in the further topics also, okay? Today and this graph was also done, right? We are going to start with factors on which the resistance of a conductor depends. For this, one activity is given in your textbook, right? On the screen you can see 1 2 3 4 different wires are given, okay? First wire is already connected with the circuit, then you have to replace one with 2 3 and 4. Now by looking at the diagram itself, we can see some kind of changes seen in the particular things, that is the conductors which are given, right? Second one, the second conductor I'm talking about, the length of the wire is doubled than that of the first one. In the third one, the thickness is changed, right? The wire is doubled of its original thickness, and in the case 4, the wire, first 3 are I think of nichrome and fourth is of copper, okay? And you have to take the readings by replacing each of the wires. Then of course some changes might be seen in the particular readings, okay? Let us proceed further. This activity asks us to check ammeter reading with nichrome wire of varying length, okay? I think in fourth also the length of the wire or the thickness of the wire is halved, I don't know. Just go through the activity which is given in your textbook, okay? Let us see what happens. Observation: ammeter reading, that is the current, will be varied inversely with the change in length of the wire. For example, if we double the length of the wire, the current reduces to half. Now if you recall Veer, where we saw I is inversely proportional to R, that is current is inversely proportional to R. So if resistance is increasing, the current will be decreasing and vice versa. So here the length of wire is doubled, the current reduces to half. Why the current is reducing? So maybe we can correlate this length which is highlighted, length of the wire, that is the conductor, is related something with the resistance also. For that we will discuss later on. Let us proceed with the second observation. Here the reading changes with the change in the thickness of the wire. For example, if we increase the cross-sectional area of a wire by double, its resistance will be halved, okay? In the first observation what happened? With the increase in the length बड़ी है, उसके साथ में resistance भी बढ़ेगा, and because the resistance is increased, the current has reduced to half, okay? In second one, because the thickness is increasing, thickness बढ़ेगी तो क्या होगा? resistance घटेगा, okay? resistance half हो जाएगा because the thickness is increasing, okay? So because resistance is decreasing, obviously the current will be increased. Have you understood these two things? I'll repeat. If the length is increased, the resistance is also increasing. If the resistance is increasing, current will be decreasing because it is inversely proportional to resistance. In second case what happened? Thickness is increasing. If the thickness is increasing, the resistance will be decreased because area of the conductor is inversely proportional with resistance, okay? This is the explanation of what we have observed. An increase in the length of the nichrome wire increases its resistance. This increase in resistance is directly proportional to the length of the wire, that is R is directly proportional to L. As a result, we see a proportionate decrease in the current flow because they are inversely proportional to each other, right? So if the potential difference is kept constant, there in the diagram we are not changing potential difference because the battery is already connected. We are only changing the conductors. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly, an increase in the cross-sectional area of the wire results in decrease in the resistance. Right? This results in an increase in the current flow. Okay? What can we conclude from this activity? This experiment relates the length of the wire and the cross-sectional area with a resistance, which proves if we increase the length of an object, decrease its cross-sectional area, its resistance will also increase proportionally. Okay, we'll discuss this further in detail. Resistance. It is a property of a conductor due to which it resists the flow of electric current through it. Here the component which is used to resist the flow of electric current in a circuit is called resistor. Conductors which offer zero resistance to the flow of current are called superconductors. Okay. Flow of electrons in a conductor is electric current. We know, we have discussed it in the first session itself. The particles of conductor create hindrance, that is kind of obstacle to flow of electrons because of attraction between them. This hindrance is the cause of resistance in the flow of electricity. Resistance in a conductor depends on nature, length and area of cross section of the conductor. You have to remember this thing. Okay, this is important. This also you have to jot down and remember it for sure because it is very important. Okay. The resistance is directly proportional to the length of the conductor and inversely proportional to the cross-sectional area of the conductor. It is directly proportional to the nature and temperature of the conductor as well. Okay. With nature of material. Some materials create least hindrance and hence are called good conductors. Silver is the best conductor of electricity. Materials with resistivity in the range of 10 raised to minus 8 ohm meter to 10 raised to minus 6 ohm meter are considered as very good conductors. You have to remember all these things. Okay. This also please go through the things and remember the examples and the range also. Okay. Nature of the material means here they are talking about conductors and insulators, right? Conductors, we know they are very good conductors of electricity, and insulators, they will insulate, means they will create the maximum hindrance in the flow of current. That is why they are unable to conduct the electricity, and so they are known as insulators. Okay. Continue with the length of the conductor. Resistance is directly proportional to the length of the conductor, which means resistance increases with the increase in the length of conductor. जितना बड़ा वायर होगा उतना resistance उसका ज़्यादा होगा. Okay, I am talking in the context of length. Okay, so if resistance R and length is L, then R is directly proportional to L. Please remember this. Next is area of cross section. It is inversely proportional to the cross sectional area of the conductor, that is R is inversely proportional to A, where R is resistance and A is cross sectional area. If we will combine 1 and 2, we will get R proportional to L upon A. Now if we remove proportional sign, we have to add some of the constant there, where here this is rho and it is a constant of proportionality and is called resistivity of the conductor. Okay, please remember 1, 2 and 3, all the three formulas. From equation 3, third one, R into A is equal to rho into L, or Rho is equal to RA by L. Now let us proceed with finding the SI unit of rho. Since SI unit of resistance is ohm, area is meter square and length is meter, the unit of resistivity from fourth will be ohm meter. Okay, you have to remember how to find the SI unit of resistivity also. Okay, do practice this. Thus SI unit of resistivity is ohm meter. The symbol is also given. Please remember this. Let us see what is resistivity. The electrical resistance offered by a substance of unit length and unit cross-sectional area is called resistivity. If you recall, rho is equal to RL by A. Okay, so remember that formula. Through that formula you will be able to remember the definition very easily. It is a property of a material. Both resistance R and resistivity rho vary with the temperature. Please remember this. The resistivity of an alloy is generally higher than that of its constituent metals. That is why it is unable to burn or oxidize readily at higher temperature, and these alloys are used in heating devices like electrical iron, toasters, etc. So in majority of the electrical appliances, alloys are used. Why this question is frequently asked? Because of two reasons. First, its resistivity is higher than that of its constituent metals, and second, it does not oxidize readily at any of the higher temperatures. Okay, so please remember this. This is also frequently asked in MCQs. Tungsten is used almost exclusively for filaments of bulbs, whereas copper and aluminum are generally used for electrical transmission lines. If you see the electrical wires which are connected with the poles outside on the roadsides, right, you must have seen they are usually made up of aluminum, right, and tungsten is used in the filaments. These two things you have to remember for MCQ, and that toaster wala question is asked in give reason also. Okay, so let us begin with the examples. What will be the resistivity? That is, you have to find rho. 2 meter length, L is given, 0.6 millimeter in diameter. Now here diameter is given, so you have to find the radius, and from radius you will be able to find the area. If the resistance of the wire is 50 ohm, that is R is given. So what is given in the question? Length is given, diameter is given, and resistance is given, right? And you have to find resistivity, that is rho, right? Now radius you know how to find. Okay, and we have to convert it into meters because it is the SI unit, right? We know the formula to find area, that is pi r square. Okay, substitute the value and find capital A. Use the formula, substitute the value and find the answer. Okay, next, the resistance of electric wire of alloy is 10 ohm, that is R is given. Thickness of wire is 0.001 meter. Length is given, and again you have to find the resistivity. Okay, so jot down what are the given points. Okay, we know radius is half than that of diameter, so radius is d by 2. So you can see here it is halved. Okay, find capital A, use the formula, and then find the resistivity. Okay, let us continue. Third, the area of cross section of wire becomes half when its length is stretched to double. How the resistance of wire is affected in new condition? Now here ma'am nothing is given, so what can be done? So here two conditions are given, right? What is given? In the first case, let the area be A, length be L, and resistance be R. Now in second case, what is happening? The area is halved when its length is stretched to double. So in the second case, the length is double, so it will become 2L. Area is becoming half, so it will become A by 2, and let the resistance be R1. Okay, see. Okay, now what do you have to do? You have to find the ratio. ratio of first to the second one, R is to R1. Use the same formula by substituting the values, and then at the end you will be able to notice that resistance increases 4 times after stretching of wire, that is R is directly proportional to L. जितना वायर आपका लंबा होगा उतना रेजिस्टेंस उसका बढ़ेगा. Okay, here in this example you can clearly see, in the first case the resistance is only 1 ohm, but after stretching, after the length has increased, डबल लेंथ हो गई तो उसका रेजिस्टेंस 4 टाइम्स हो गया. ओके, नेक्स्ट द रेजिस्टिविटी ऑफ वायर इज गिवन, रो इज गिवन एट 20 डिग्री सेल्सियस. फाइंड द रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ द सेम वायर. रेजिस्टेंस फाइंड करना है कैपिटल R ऑफ लेंथ 2 मीटर विथ थिकनेस 0.3 मिलीमीटर. ओके, गिवन डायमीटर, फाइंड रेडियस, d by 2 करके रेडियस फाइंड करना है आपको. यूज द फॉर्मूला टू फाइंड एरिया, यूज द फॉर्मूला ऑफ रेजिस्टेंस, सब्स्टिट्यूट द वैल्यू एंड फाइंड द आंसर. ओके, so that was all about resistivity and the factors on which the resistance depend. These are the 4 questions I have given you for practicing. The example sums also you have to do, these 4 sums also you have to solve, and even the questions, the example questions are given in your textbook also. Okay, so those 4 example questions also you have to do it in your book only one time. Okay, not 3 times. Please do it on your own, do not copy. Okay, so what we have done today, the factors on which the resistance depends, R is directly proportional to L. जितनी लेंथ बढ़ेगी उतना रेजिस्टेंस बढ़ेगा, एंड जितना एरिया बढ़ेगा उतना रेजिस्टेंस कम होगा. दैट इज R is inversely proportional with the cross sectional area. Resistance is directly proportional to the nature and temperature of the conductor also. Okay, now if you have any doubt you can ask me anytime. Again repeating, 4 examples given in the video, 4 assignment questions are given, that is exercise questions I have given you in the video. So total 8 questions are given here, and 4 questions are given in your textbook also as an example. You have to solve all 12 sums and you have to send me by tomorrow morning. This is very important part of the lesson. The factors you are asked, SI unit कैसे find करना है, that also can be asked. So please learn and do everything of today's video very well, because everything is very important. Okay, thank you and have a good day.